Hey guys, I'm HP and today I'm going to talk about a new department here on my channel. This is called Beautiful Acoustic Guitar Chords or Beautiful Acoustic Guitar. We're starting today with beautiful acoustic guitar chords in the key of D minor. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button if you want to learn more about stuff like this. There's more to come. It's the first of all videos, and please let me know if you really go for this new department. I think it's a really great ad because acoustic guitar has really a lot of great features. So what are we talking about? I show you I created a backing track, but you can also play without backing. I'm going to play with backing track now. Let us see if the backing track would work. So and so on. Let's get started. Alright, as I already said, we are on the key of D minor. Then we're playing a simple progression, just D minor to B flat to C to D minor. Okay? But now we want to make it sound more beautiful, add some open strings, some features, and also a picking pattern which should work out great. We're taking the normal D minor bar here, but now we're adding the open string. The G string has to be open, so that's the, probably you already know this chord, but that's an easy one. This one, you just keep the G string open. See? And the problem is, if you can do it, to have your fingers so precise that you don't touch the string. And also, since we are using the open E string as well in the picking pattern, you have to be really precise. And that's one of the main problems. But also, it makes this chord sound really beautiful. And the pattern is like this here. See? You move up till the ring finger, go back to the thumb, and then you move up one string and come back. The technique is really simple. It gives this really wonderful and lush and beautiful sound. So most of the work is done here with the picking hand, and the chord just has to be really precise. That's the main problem which we have here. But the whole thing, we're going to have a few things which are a little more difficult, but we go step by step. So the picking pattern remains as it is. Now we're going to B flat, but instead of just making the normal bar, we make here first fret pinky here in the third fret, and everything, the rest of the strings are open string. And now, see, it sounds really nice and open. And since we always have the same two open strings, the chords are really connected nicely. Then we go to C, we just move up two frets. So now we're going to a second part, which is basically G minor to F to C with an E in the bass to D minor. Chords which you probably all already know. But now we want to again have this open string feature and also make it sound more special and more beautiful. So now we're taking this G minor. So what are we having here? We're just making the normal 3rd fret, pinky in the 5th. The D string is now the open string. And middle finger here on the 3rd fret on the G string. And now same pattern again, but now we're down here on the E string. But now we don't make the additional movement upwards because, well, we could do it, but somehow we don't want to make it too hard for you guys. Now we move to F, and here we do the same. We, instead of making the regular F bar, we make just like an F7, but keep the D string as an open string. This gives a really beautiful sound. See? It's basically it's an F6. And then we go to C with the E in the bass. That's really simple. 3rd fret, 2nd. That sounds really deep and emotional. So and now we need to have a deep D minor. So this one would work. It's a D minor with an A in the bass. So that's one of those chords which are probably not so easy for everybody. So here the 5th with the pinky with the ring in the 5th, middle in the 3rd, index in the 2nd. And it fits perfect in the progression. And we're also talking about voice leading here. You know, voice leading is a very important thing in music. You know, a chord, in this case this one contains 4 voices, this one, this one, this one and this one. And now we make a nice voice leading, and that everything just fits like this wonderful in each other. That's the way it has to be. And that's the way all composers work, by the way. Voice leading is the key to everything in music. Then the same thing again. And second time we just stop here. Okay. So I'm gonna play the whole thing now without backing track a little bit faster. So. So that was our first row. Now I already mentioned composers, the way music works, which sounds beautiful and great. You know, like typical cinematic classic music. That's the way. Now it has to. You take the main theme, which is this, and add something additional. Now it probably gets a little bit hard. I'll show you. Now we're going to add a little feature. Now we're adding here with the pinky in the 8th, the D minor 7, which is basically not hard to grab, but since we have this open string and also we need to make a pull-off with the pinky, you have to be extremely precise that everything sounds nice. Even for me as a trained pro, it's sometimes not easy. These chords are quite a challenge sometimes. But the sound is just beautiful, you know. So it's worth to make the extra hours just to get this stuff done. And the thing is, you don't find this stuff in the chord book. Well, you find it, but you don't find the way music works, you know. Chords are not just chords, it's all about voice leading, you know. Now we want to have a similar feature on the B flat. Now, that's why we're taking the pinky, because now the middle finger comes in the first. We do again the pull off. And again, it has to be extremely precise that none of the strings get damped. And now we move up, do the same thing on the C. Sounds really wonderful. Okay, so the first part will be now. Okay, and now we're going to the second part. Now we want to take the voice leading in a high position to get an emotional boost. So we're taking the G minor note down here, we're taking it up here again with the, now we're having the G string again as an open string. See? But now we're not doing the upper part because the E doesn't really work here. Well, we could do the G minor 7, but then it gets really hard. I will not. No, we don't do that. Okay, so we take this here. G minor, the normal one, but with the open G string. F here, 8, 10, 10, open G string. And the C with the E in the bass, that's probably the hardest one. 7, 10, open G string and middle finger here in the 8. But it sounds so nice and beautiful. Yo, so that's a way you can make simple progressions where you play probably 10,000 times, sound really beautiful, really special. The key is voice leading, and in this case also open string features. If you own a multi-effect device, I use a multi-delay here, which I now switched off for teaching purposes, but I'm going to switch it on now. And this, all the modern multi-effect device have something like that, plex delay or multi-delay, and this gives the kind of a sound bed. You hear this huge sound bed, it's really wonderful. Yo, this is a version how you can play a simple progression in D minor, really beautiful on the acoustic, and especially on steel string guitar. Open strings sound really wonderful, but also on any other guitar, of course. Now for those who have a band, or you play with a friend, or you want to work with the backing track, which I created, you want to solo on this one here. The nice thing, when the chords are really beautiful, there's not much left to do, because the chords themselves sound beautiful. But if you want, and now you can hear this plex delay, it's really wonderful. It's like a huge reverb, like 10-second reverb. I love it, and gives this really wonderful, beautiful sound. Then you just, if you want to, I don't want to get too deep into this topic, but I just show what you can do. Just keep it simple, melodic, and beautiful. That's a great thing when you play beautiful chords. It's like laying the bed for you to just lay in the music and just play a simple melody, and you're gonna sound really awesome. And when you work with multi-delays or huge reverbs, which I love to do, but it's probably not for everybody, then you have like this whoa, you know, and that's really cool. Yo, this was the first tutorial. Beautiful acoustic guitar chords. Let me know if you like it. If you're a regular user of my channel, it's probably something which is different from the normal stuff which I've done before. But I mean, if you're really digging for music and you love music, you want to develop on the guitar or whatever, it's always good that you have, you know, you have a balance between the expressions, you know. You have the peaceful expression, this expression, this expression, and that's really the nice thing in music. You can really follow your daily mood and emotions with music, and this one, if you want to feel some peace and the world is wonderful, here are a few chords. These ones can help you to get this feeling, and I know they're not really entirely easy, but you know, if you play the regular ones, they're also not really convincing. It has to be really something developed also. As I mentioned, as a composer, you always go for voice leading. In this case, we have 4 voices, and they have to develop, and they go mix up each other, and this creates this bubble of music which just moves around, and yeah. That's how it is. Good. If you want to have more of these tutorials, let me know. I think quite a few people will love this, others probably not, who knows. But it's a new series, and I'm going to continue, so please subscribe to my channel if you want to have more of the stuff. And please also come to the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. There you find the tabs of this thing, this backing track, and also you can communicate more with others, and probably will have a more, you know, you can subscribe to the specific acoustic guitar department in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy, which is for free, but the downloads are for premium members. Good. That's all I have to say. See you guys.